if your kids are in traditional schooling, they are probably back in school for a little bit now. And for me personally, even though my kids are little, I have 5 things that I am focusing on now that we are back to more routine and schedule. And I want to share those 5 things with you, see how you can make some of them your own and really use this new school year as a milestone to kick off whatever it is that you have going on. And really, any day is a day for us to find a new norm and a new flow. So, whether your kids are out of school, they're not in school anymore because they're older, or they're little and they're not in school yet, that's okay. You can still use this as this time. So, there are 5 things I'm going to go over today. The first one is a 7-day goal for you. It is so easy to set big goals and big aspirations and things that you want to accomplish and achieve. And I am all for that and I absolutely love them. But sometimes we just need to be consistent. And so I want to invite you, starting this next week or this week, pick a day that you're going to start and measure 7 days of consistency. 7 days, something that you can be consistent with that helps you achieve something that you want to achieve. So this could be waking up at a certain time, moving your body, smiling every day, getting dressed, eating good foods, drinking water, getting off of social media, consistently checking your email, hanging out with your kids, being nice to yourself or someone else, checking in with a friend. There are so many things, but pick something that you can be consistent with for 7 days that hits you in a way that you're like, oh my gosh, I did it. 7 days. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm so happy I did this 7 days in a row, right? So think about that. The second thing is, some of you may have had your kids in school for about a month now. Some of them just started. Everyone happens to have a different first day of school day, but have a first month check-in. So whether it's in a couple weeks or it's right now, sit down as a family and check in with each other. How has the last month gone? Whether it's the first month of school or it's just really the last month of life, what are some things that were memorable and exciting? What are some things that weren't so good? What are some things that you don't want to repeat or that you do? Things that feel fun and good. And if you want to ask specific questions, because that typically works better with, especially depending on the age of your kids, look back at your calendar and say, hey, when we went to that barbecue, did you guys have fun? Or would you have more fun if we went to a movie or did something like this? When you can ask questions that the kids can give a specific answer to rather than having to come up with one on their own, this allows for more invitation of conversation. And this could be even with you or your partner as well. But if you can give some areas for them to just say yes or no or that one, that allows you to still have a conversation and they maybe don't have to feel like they have to come up with things on the spot. And then you can work up to that throughout the conversation. So have a pulse check, have a gut check. How has the last month gone? Do you like your teacher? Do you have any new friends? How's the routine going? Even just things that you have to do, like, hey guys, I've had to pick up a lot more housework, or I've had to do more laundry. We need to fix this. We need to correct some things around here. Or things are feeling really good and you get to celebrate. And that's number 3. As you go into the following month, I would set a family goal, something that you can all come together that you want to work on, whether it's housework or having fun. Maybe it's that you all come together once a week as a family to play one game or watch one show together or go for one walk together. If your kids are out of the house, maybe it's getting a weekly phone call saying, hey, can we all come together for one phone call a week? What is the family goal that you can set for the month? Is it that you're all saving a little bit of money or you're all working on something together, whether it's your health or organization or just making promises to yourself and keeping them, being kind to each other? Maybe it's speaking more kindly to each other. What is something that at the end of the month you can measure and say, we did it as a family? One thing that you all know. And I recommend, if you have a place in your house where you all meet, whether it's the kitchen or the fridge, that you print this out and put it on there. And it can say September goal or October goal as a family and list what it is. And that brings me to number 4. Also put the celebration or the fun that you'll have from reaching that goal. Now, I want you to set 2 of these. One that's tied to that goal. One way that you'll celebrate and have fun as a family when you reach that goal. And a second one that you're going to do no matter what. Something that you know is going to be fun over the next month that you guys are going to celebrate with or do something. And this can be so simple. This doesn't have to be a big fancy trip. While it can be, if that's really exciting to you and you have the means to do that, that's great. Do that. But it also could be that you guys go out and get a new board game, or it could be that you go for a walk in a special place, or you go to a new playground. It could be that you make something fun for dinner. You watch a different movie than you normally would, or you guys get to camp outside of your house in the yard. My kids are really into wanting to like camp in our backyard and in our car right now. Something like that. You could watch a movie outside. Anything that seems simple to execute but could be fun and celebratory. It could be you treating everyone to Starbucks or their favorite beverage, a trip to the candy shop, whatever it is that excites you that you can do. So one celebration that is linked to your goal that you're going to put on that fridge, and put the celebration on the goal too, on the fridge. And then the second one that you're going to do no matter what, that everyone can look forward to. And of course, you kind of want the one that you have to work for to be a little bit of a step up to encourage everyone to reach that goal, but knowing that the other one's coming too, that you still get to have fun. And the fifth thing is making sure that you have time for you to be alone and or for parent time only. So whether it's you and your partner or it's just you, time that you get to go do something to connect with yourself or your partner that's outside of a commitment. It's really important that this is outside of a commitment. So this isn't like a work dinner party that you had to get a sitter for. And this isn't a wedding or another event that you've committed to for someone else. This is you connecting with yourself or your partner or both, completely outside of commitments. One thing in that month, bare minimum. And this could be in the house. This could be sitting out on the back patio. This could be going out and doing something, but something where electronics are put away, unless that's part of your like fun activity. My husband and I love playing Wii bowling, but if it's not part of your activity, electronics are put away and you're engaging with each other or yourself. You're doing something with yourself that's for you, right? So I'm going to repeat those back. One is the 7-day goal for you. What is something you can commit to for 7 days? And you want to kick this off as soon as possible. Measure it for 7 days. 2, check in with your family on the last month. How has the last month gone? How are we feeling? What are pros? What are cons? What are joys? What are stressors? Then 3, set a family goal for the next month. Now we're moving forward. We just reflected back. Now we're moving forward. What is a goal that we have for the next month as a family? And 4 is 2 celebrations. 1 linked to that goal. What are we going to celebrate and achieve as a family? And what are we going to just celebrate no matter what? What are we going to do for fun as a family? And then 5th, connect with yourself or your partner or both. Have a date that has nothing to do with other commitments where you are putting it on the calendar. I know it can sound like a lot. I promise you it's not. I will put this in a simple guide for you to access in the show notes here. You can download it, check these into your calendar. I promise you, if you make time for it, it won't be overwhelming. That being said, if you hear those 5 things and it does feel overwhelming and you're like, we have too much going on, I can't do that. That's okay. Your homework is to pick one. Pick one of the 5 things then. I would like to encourage you to take on as many as you can and download the guide where it breaks it down if just verbally it sounds heavy. But if you truly can only take on one, then take on one of them. I'm sending you so much love, Mama. This is the beginning of a new era for you, the beginning of the school year, or it's just the beginning of you taking action after this, taking steps more towards where you want to go, moving forward. Allow this to be a new milestone for you. And there is so much that you can change so quickly, and we always have room for opportunity. So I cannot wait to see where you take these 5 recommendations. Tag me in your stories as you accomplish them. Send me an email or send me a message on social media so I can see how you are doing and what you're making moves on. We all inspire each other, and sharing really is caring, as my toddler says, to be able to showcase what it is that you're working on. We're all humans behind the scenes, and we all just want to know we're not alone. Sending you so much love. Have a great week.